My father died when I was 6. You knew that, right? Yeah. He had Huntington's disease. It destroys portions of the brain, affects muscle control, leads to dementia. It's a nasty disease. It's genetic. It terrified my mother that I might have it. So they ran tests on me when I was a kid, but I came up clean. My father fell very ill when I was 4 or 5. He spent a lot of time in the hospital. My mother would tell me so many stories about my father. She would talk to him. She would talk to me about him all the time. I knew about his personality. I knew how he treated people. I even knew how he liked his steaks cooked, medium rare, just like you. I knew things about my father. I had a lot of information. It's because people would tell me things. They would paint this picture of my father for me, and I always pretended that I knew I saw him too, who I remembered, but it was a lie. In truth, I only have one real actual memory of my father. It must have been right before he died. My mother would take me to the hospital to visit him, and I remember the smell in there, the chemicals. It was as if they used every single cleaning product they could find in a 50-mile radius. Like, they don't want you to smell the sick people. Oh, and then there was a stench of Lysol and bleach, and you could just feel it coating your lungs. Anyway, there lying on the bed is my father. He's all twisted up, and my mother, she puts me on her lap, and she's sitting on the bed next to him so I can get a good look at him. But really, he just scares me, and he's looking right at me, but I can't even be sure that he knows who I am. And your grandmother's talking, trying to be cheerful, like she always does, but the only thing I can remember is him breathing. Oh, and this rattling sound, like if you were shaking an empty spray can, like there was nothing in him. Anyway, the only real memory I have, the memory I have is of my father. I don't want you to think of me that way. I don't want you to think of me how you saw me last night. I don't want to be the memory that you have when I'm gone.